Alright, let's get back into this. We're making our cactus farm. At least most of it. The rest of it I'll show later, because you guys don't want to see me do all of it, I guarantee you. But in my opinion, I think Hunter is in a good place now. Hunter took... I don't know how long. Like, that's the problem. It took a long time to get there. Oh, fuck. Okay. Ah, fuck. Don't do that. Stop it. It took a long time. I have an idea, don't worry. It took a long time, you know, but we finally got there. There's finally an actual reason to go hunting again. And I think that's great. Like, you know, if you don't have a reason to do it, no one's gonna do it. That's the big problem. Like, if there's no mechanical reason to go hunt in RuneScape, you're not gonna do it. You're gonna do everything and then get to Herbivore and just stop caring. Like, that's kind of the problem, right? Like, nobody actively goes out and says, you know what, today I want to hunt spotted kebbit. No one does that. You don't do that. Don't lie. You didn't do it. You have a tiny cock. Stop saying you did. You didn't. Okay. You didn't say, oh, gee, I think I'm gonna go out there and find some fucking spotted kebbits today. And then you get fucking messed up. No, that doesn't happen. Okay? It just doesn't. Okay? Make your peace. It doesn't happen. Does this work? What? You fucking... I don't even have words for that. Just shake my fucking head in rage. Okay. Well, that kind of sucks. I really thought this was gonna work. In my mind, it worked. Yay, sleep. That's where I'm a Viking. Does that actually mean that Ralph really thinks he's a Viking when he's asleep? Or does Ralph mean that he's a Viking at sleep, as in he's a conqueror at sleep? This is real. This is real. No, it's not. Don't go there. Don't go there. This, I hate this. I hate that I've been thwarted in my, my attempts here. So... But no, no one in their right mind in RuneScape ever goes out and just says, I feel like pit trapping. If you don't have a reason to do it that's mechanically worth your time and brief, you're not gonna do it. I fucking hate, and I emphasize this word, I hate doing anything in RuneScape that's boring, that's objectively boring, for a long period of time. It is just not fun to do. And you could say, well, that's the game, dum-dum. And you know what? You're kind of correct. But at the same time, does this look alright? It's because it's on a half slab. This whole thing is all cocked up because it's on a half slab structure. So it's kind of not super pretty. We'll just say... Can I do this? No, that's not how that works. What about... How about, I don't like that. That doesn't look very good. Well, you know what? Problem solving, right? But for me personally, I enjoy it. I think the inclusion of, you know, from what I've experienced, there's not really any hunter task that lasts. I'm just going to call them either task or contract for the record. I don't feel like they're very long. Like, they can take a few minutes, depending on luck, but I haven't had, like, a task where I was like, oh, this fucking one. The only one I think I can agree with so far, and keep in mind, people on the internet, this is, week 1 when this video is recorded of Varlamore, so everything has probably changed by now. No, that looks... Fuck! Stop! It's like... Yeah, everything's gonna change, but Well, at least the ironing needs to happen, obviously. That's just the way these things happen. Where do I want to keep the chests at? That's the main question. We still have to replant the cactus, mind you. I don't mind that. And if you're like, why aren't you using a stream system? Because if I do, it'll be convoluted as hell, and I'm not doing that. So, I think so far, the best they could do is try to keep... How do I put it? Like, they just gotta keep engaging people with the skill. Don't laugh at me, chicken. This isn't your place to laugh. Hi, monster. What are you doing? You're making me nervous. But... yeah, they just need to create something. You know, just make people engage with skills. That's honestly the best you can do. And why do I say that? Because if you don't have people engage with the skill, you end up with idiots like me who don't know how to do the skill. Like they go, the fuck do I do? And then they go to the wiki and go, wow, I feel really stupid. That's not what you want your player base to do. And you can argue it's just you. And you know what? You're not wrong. It is just me. Because I'm very stupid. Let's do that now so I don't have a problem. Like, that's another thing. I guess, let's look at the item I just had in my inventory, right? Zulrah, okay? How many people here, or in general, I should say, how many people in general enjoy fighting Zulrah without the prospect of the money of it? Probably none. Because Zulrah is kind of a cool boss, but no one cares about the boss. They just care about the drop table. They just care about the uniques. You don't have a reason to fight Zulrah other than, I want money. And that's what Boss Slayer's for, right? You get to do a task based on a boss you have unlocked. And that's great. That makes you actually engage with the world. Granted, it's optional. It's like Cerberus or other things like that. How many people fucking know that, like what the drop table is for, like, certain enemies in, like, Forthos Dungeon, though? I don't fucking know. I don't bother with it because it's not my problem. I like how I made this dungeon seem like it's a problematic experience. It's not my problem. Monster, what are you doing? Where'd you go? I don't know where Monster is. It's fine. She just showed up and now she's gone. She probably wants out in a little bit, but she can wait. I need more slabs. God damn it, Seth. You should have done this before. Well, I didn't have to make slabs before. A little too real, ain't it? But yeah, it's like, that's what I mean. Hunter doesn't have that. Runecrafting, you can say, I'm fucking sick of runecrafting, and then you just play Guardians of the Rift. I've never touched it, but... oh, there she is. I've never touched it. Personally, I don't really care. But I see it... oh, excuse me. Let me readjust it here. I see it, and I go, oh man, that actually looks really cool. Raiment of the Eye. It looks fucking sick, and it has really good use. So... there's at least that kind of, like, back of your mind thing for me with that. Like, yeah, I could probably do it someday. Or... ow. Wintertodd. I don't fucking have any interest in doing Wintertodd. Pyromancer set, I don't fucking care. Tome of Fire, I don't fucking care. Like, you're never gonna convince me to do anything with Wintertodd. Period. I don't have any interest in Wintertodd. I'm sure someone's like, it's really fun! I'm sure it is. I just don't care. Which is not a good, healthy mindset. If they said, hey, we're going to incorporate Wintertodd, it's going to have, like, a new Slayer boss mechanic behind it, or, like, a thing that lets you get Slayer tasks back to back, I'd do it. I'd do it in a fucking heartbeat. I mean, it's so petty and it's so depressing, but it's like, yeah, I totally would. That's exactly the kind of shit that I'm talking about. Like, if you give people a legitimate reason, like, I'm not saying every skill, by the way, in RuneScape should have a farming contract style thing, like, burn 300 maple logs and win a prize. That's, well, you know, that actually doesn't sound like a bad idea. But no, we're not playing into that. That's not helping. I'm making a very basic roof for this one because this is just a square and I don't need it to be very complicated. Because it's a very basic farm design. And it's like, yeah, if you get a reward that makes you do other content, I think that's better. That's just the unfortunate reality. Like, why the hell is Hunter, like, contracts giving you herbs? Like Raynar and, like, Latidime and stuff? I don't fucking know, but it's cool that I get it. I see so many fucking sweaty dum-dums in the RuneScape. Monster, what are you doing? What are you doing? Make up your mind. You're making me really nervous. What are you doing? No, I don't like what you're doing. Whatever you're doing, I don't like it. But yeah, it's like, why is a hunter skill giving me herbs? I don't fucking know. I know that some of it is because they're actually used for bait, but like Haralander and stuff. Monster, what are you doing? What? Do you want outside? Come on. We'll take you outside. Yeah? I don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna get you. Come on. You're being weird. Goddamn storm. Yeah, I'm still up there and it's raining. That's just fucking awesome. I'm not gonna edit that out. It was funny. That was funny. So, for the record, Monster's kind of blind. So she, when she walks down the stairs, she kind of like does this little like boom, 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 like this really weird, like very rhythmically awkward walk. I'm making fun of a cat's disability. Anyways. But yeah, I don't know why the fuck it's rewarding me with, like, irrit leaves, and... I get the Haralander, because that's part of, like, baits. But, yeah. Like... But it makes me happy. I've gotten Avanto, I think. So I'm like, oh, cool, I'm kind of recomping... It's like in Slayer, or bossing, where you kill a boss, and... you get like, oh wow, look, there's 20 monkfish. That nothing drops that. Seth, don't lie. Nothing drops 20 monkfish. Well, actually, Calphite Queen drops monkfish. But, and yes, I do know that cactuses break blocks when they have things fall. They get rid of entities. I know that. So, it's like... okay, I get like a little extender. I like that. I think bosses having extender drops is great. It keeps you engaged, makes you kind of go, I can do it. I can do one more, and then you get fucking floored. To be fair, that the amount of times I've died on Sire and like the small handful, that's exactly how it works. I have like one prayer potion left, no buffs, and no food and like he drops chili potato and I go, I can do one more, and I get fucking slapped, and I just say, why do I even try after a while? Is this gonna be ugly? Well, we're gonna find out in a minute. But no, I enjoy the ideas they've got going in so far. I'm not gonna say they're bad. What would I improve so far with the new Slayer? Or sorry, the Hunter system? Not really much. Other than increase the Quetzal feed, but I think it's fine where it's at. I mean, I've gotten quite a bit of it. Enough to where I can almost make the third of the 4. And you're probably like, oh, why are you worried about it? Because, you know what? When they come out with that new agility activity, that was the first place I put one after the boss area. I was like, yeah, that's going to be one thing I want to try out. So, because I try to sample as much interesting to me RuneScape stuff when it comes out. So, I personally want to try it. So, well, you never know. Maybe it's actually really fun. I actually went to that ancient skeletal wyvern and was like, oh wow, there's nothing here. And yes, it's pronounced wyvern. Jesus Christ. When people say wyvern, I want to say, do you speak English? Because if you speak English, you should fucking know it's not wyvern. It's not wyvern, it's wyvern. Because it's an actual fucking word. It was an ancient, like, fucking thing designed in, like, some bullshit 18th century shit. Maybe I'm not exactly clear. But basically, it's another dragonling-like creature. They're a fucking coat of arms and, like, 2 or 3 different, like, royal crests. So, yeah, it's not fucking wyvern, you fucking idiot. You can say, oh, well, you say mountain. Listen. Okay, listen, Linda. You wanna know why? Because I have a fucking speech impediment. Wyvern is if you have a speech impediment. That's fair. If that's how you are, that's cool. Okay, this is also a combination of my fucking accent, alright? Let's hear me say the words, okay? Skeleton. Notice I say skeleton. I don't have a very sharp skeleton. So I say skeleton, because it's a lot easier. Mountain. 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 What's easier? Mountain. Fuck it, it's just mountain. Doesn't sound right either, so mountain. Sounds a lot fucking easier. Fucking shit. I'm not stupid. I like to clarify this. The court finds me not stupid. You are not the father. Jerry! Jerry! Those are 2 different things. I know. But anyways, yeah, wyvern is pronounced wyvern. It's not wyvern. Whenever someone says wyvern, I want to say, do you know how to speak English? So, anyways, the moment I saw that giant fossilized wyvern, I was like, oh, that's cool, and I tried fucking interacting with it, and I tried doing all the shit, and then I went, oh, it's not in the game yet. And I got kind of sad because it looked really cool. I like it because it matches the aesthetic with the, what's it called? The Hunters Guild, like, skeleton, like, on the edge of the, thing. Yeah, by the way, if you think I'm fucking joking, most Oregonians sound flat when they say they're, like, fucking hard consonants. It's not a fucking joke. It's real. People in Canada do the same thing. Not the same thing, but they do similar things. They have a similar inflection. The Pacific Northwest accent's a real fucking thing. Okay? It's not like Seth's just an idiot and doesn't know how to say his fucking words. You know, if I'm being real, the main reason I have a speech impediment is because I have a very narrow jaw, but it's also because when I was really young, I lost a shitload of weight because I used to be anorexic, and fuck off. I just whiffed 3 shots. Am I drunk? Jesus. 4 shots. Oh, I must be drunk. I've been playing RuneScape. Give me a break. That and, like, I have a nervous stutter. It's not really apparent a lot of the time because I have it under control after gee, I don't know, quite a few years. But yeah, I genuinely do have a stutter. You can hear it like every now and then. I just kind of did it there too. Like, it's not like crippling, but it's definitely annoying because you can say, oh, it's because you have like undiagnosed ADD or something. It's like, yeah, totally. By the way, I've taken like all those fucking tests. I don't have ADHD, I don't have autism or any of that. I've taken like numerous of the real ass like autism tests and even the fucking bogus ones, and guess what? Even with honest testing, I still score very low. So, if anyone's ever like, oh, I think so, get your fucking armchair psychology out of this bullshit to someone who's actually studied psychology for reals. I don't have it. That's not to say it's bad if you do, but it's bad to misdiagnose people. I think that's, like, if you've watched my Silent Hill 2 thing, you understand exactly why I say that, but, nah, for me it's like, I really, really hope that the new, like, content has something for everyone. I think that's the most important thing. There should be a little bit of everything for everyone. I mean, they've already kind of got it going, you know? They got, like, the new bosses. I am so depressed that I haven't had a lot of time to do it. That's actually my plan for later today, too, is to learn more of the bosses. I want to get 50. I'm going for 50 first. 50 contracts, and then I'm going to go with probably 100. I'll try 100 KC. I'll see if I can do that for the new bosses, because I always say this. I think, well, I did that with 500 with Scurious when he came out, but Scurious was pretty easy. So, I mean, I've only done one, and it was the Quest KC, so it doesn't really count. But I do have the idea, obviously, of how to fight the boss. I already kind of, you know, I'm not going to look at any guides. I always try to go into these things blind and just sort of, you know, wing it. In the good way, not like, oh, fucking, I'm gonna let the team carry me. No, that's fucking lame. You do that, you're an asshole. Where are my carrots? There they are. I don't... Look, I don't like the glass. But it's fine. It looks okay. This looks okay? Like I'm asking you for reassurance. This looks okay, right? I'll add some more decorations in here in a little bit. This is all just function right now. This isn't fashion, this is all function. Actually, I have an idea. Let's see if I can pull it off. Yeah. But, no, I think, personally, I would love to, like, learn new bosses, see if I can get 100 KC on them. If I'm being real, I don't need the armor set, because I've already got Bandos, I've already got Armadil. The next logical step forward for my account is Torva and everything. But that's way... or, like, you know, raid stuff. But, no, it's fine. I'm not, like, losing sleep if I don't... Ew! 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 I could use just regular slabs. That won't look so yucky. Yeah, that doesn't look as yucky. This is dangerous, I know. Don't do this in real life. But I want to get at least 100 KC. Oh, fuck. Fuck! This is what happens when you try to do things quickly. They don't work right. Damn it! Leave me alone! Let me get to the door! I swear to God, Gstar321 is the only YouTuber that I genuinely believe he's upset when he's upset in games. He feels... his anger and pain sounds genuine. If you've never seen his playthrough of Castlevania Dracula X, Jesus Christ. When he dies and he screams fuck so loud that he just... he does it a few times. Once when he's fighting Dracula, I think. Like, he's so tense, and then he just screams, fuck! Like, super, super loud. And then he falls down the alternate path, and he screams fuck, I think, really loud, too. And then he just doesn't say anything for a solid, like, minute. And he resets the whole fucking game. That is a horrible... that's pain you can feel. I love G-Star. I love how there was this one jackass cunt who was like, oh, trust me guys, he's dead. I know, trust me, he's dead. And then you know what I did? I reported his comment for misinformation. And then you know what's even funnier? Like, right after the day I did that, he uploaded his fucking Friday the 13th video. Yeah. And then you know what I did? I found that guy's comment and said something really shitty like, hey, guess what? He's not dead, dumb shit. And then I probably got shadow banned. Because YouTube's a bunch of fucking cowards. I'm sorry, I don't believe in letting people get off the hook. I fucking call them out. And that's what makes people very upset. You know, if you're one of those people who's actually seen me call people out, good. I do it to all sorts of people. I did it to Scott Carpenter and Steve Ishdahl recently. Because they're fucking cunts, and I don't like either of them. If you don't know who they are, that's fine. Don't look it up. But... no, I fucking hate Scott Carpenter on... Alright, let's talk about me off the cuff here for a minute. I'm a massive... I don't even say a believer, by the way, because I've actually had one. Like, a... Alright. So if you're like that fucking dumbass that's like, fuck it, oh, whatever. Well, first of all, you're stupid. But, like, yes, I'm a fucking avid, like amateur Sasquatch researcher. I don't fucking... Alright, so let's state what they aren't. They're not fucking aliens, they don't have telepathy, they don't fucking have, like, fucking super portals that go into other dimensions, they don't have fucking interdimensional cloaking like fucking Predator because some fucking redneck was stupid. No, they don't have that. Are they a separate fucking, like, stupid alien government cover-up species? No. They're fucking... I hate people, they're not apes, they're fucking whatever. It's like, yes, they fucking are, they're primates, you fucking idiot. Well, what are they then? They're like people. Then they're fucking primates, you fucking redneck idiot. So anyways, yes, I've actually had a Sasquatch encounter. My family has had numerous Sasquatch encounters, and before you jump my ass and say, oh, that's because they're a bunch of rednecks. No, it's because they're like fucking Choctaw and Cherokee, and they fucking had this shit like passed down to them for generations, so you're gonna tell me that my whole family and everyone in it's a liar because you fucking think that it's not real. It's just, that's my stance right off the top. Do I think it's an animal? Yes. Is it a subspecies of human? Probably. Is that so hard to fucking believe? Why is that so hard to believe? And then people say there's no fucking evidence. Evidence shows up all the time and then everyone says it's not real. They either say it's too blurry or it's too clear. Make up your fucking mind. Go outside, touch grass. That's my honest to God entire Sasquatch preempt. But anyways, if you're not interested in these people, that's fine. Scott Carpenter is an absolute cunt, and he's probably a liar, and he's probably a hack, and I don't have any respect for him. He is just disgusting. I hate him. He also doesn't change his YouTube profile because he's a fat, out-of-shape, fucking decrepit boomer, and he doesn't want to change it because he likes to keep his younger appearance up and pretend he's, like, slim again when he's living off of welfare and he's disgusting and just not useful. Yeah, I said it. And Steve Ishdahl is a fucking coward with tiny balls, who I can't stand. Gotta stop looking at the ground. Gotta start looking for real answers. Oh, I know where they're at. I'm gonna fucking blow the world up with these things. Yeah, yeah. And then he starts fucking promoting a bunch of, like completely unvalid, like, flat earth fucking... Oh yeah, I've been reading the Bible lately, the Nephilim, I'm starting to have, my eyes are getting open. Yeah, Nephilim is bullshit. Anyone who uses that word in Sasquatch lingo, you're a fucking idiot too, by the way. I hope you know that. You're absolutely stupid. And by the way, Book of Enoch, that's not really considered part of the Bible, so stop trying to, like, fucking act like, oh, I heard the N-word in the Bible, so now I'm gonna fucking throw it around, and I understand religion now too. No, you don't. You don't understand shit. Look at that. Oh, it's fucking awesome. But no. The people that do that, you know, they don't exist to me. They're just white noise, and you should discredit everything. This is Steve Ishdahl. Oh yeah, I fucking went. I know where to get them. Carrie Arnold's a pussy, because Carrie Arnold, by the way, who's dead. Carrie Arnold's a pussy, because he won't go out there and look for him. I know where they're at, but I'm not gonna fucking go out there. They fucking hit a stick and they told me, look at this fucking power. Oh, fucking bang, hear this shit. Oh yeah, I just gotta stop looking at the ground. Gotta start looking for real answers. I'm looking, yeah. I'm gonna fucking blow the whole world up. Oh, here comes another one. That's Steve Ishdahl, fucking paranoid, boomer, shut-in lunatic. Absolutely discredit him. And the only sane human beings in the entire Sasquatch stuff you should listen to is Bob Gimlin. Hi, I'm Bob Gimlin. A few months ago, I had a... I can, like, recite Bob Gimlin, like, without hesitation. I bought his merch. He is a great guy. And I run into him all the time on YouTube for some really strange reason. And I've always wanted to share my experience with him, too, because it's really cool. He's alright. Thinker Thunker's alright. He kind of got a little arrogant and cocky nowadays, because he's like, oh, my patented thing that I use video editing software, and it's like, yeah, you're not fucking breaking the mold, dude. Get over it. I love your work, but you're really starting to get to the point where you're like, patent pending, it's mine, I made it. It's like, no, dude, anybody can use basic image manipulation software to understand how to do these things. You're not breaking the mold, okay? You're just like the rest of us, okay? You didn't invent the idea of raising contrast in a video, okay? That's not new, alright? I'm just gonna say it. But yeah, you can tell very clearly I'm very, like, knowledgeable about the online Sasquatch stuff, which I generally say stay the fuck away from it. You don't want anything to do with it. That is a rabbit hole you do not want to go down. It is passive-aggressive as fuck, and people like Scott Carpenter have no business being on YouTube either. They're just old people that should have stayed in retirement and not actually... And this is the funny thing, imagine him saying like something like seeing that and then going, oh well, this little liberal from Oregon, he clearly doesn't have God's blessing, and he's gonna get killed in the Burge. Probably lives in a liberal city. And I'm just like, yeah, fuck off. You're old and shitty and stupid. No one cares. He has no respect from me. That's all there is to it. This is another problem with Sasquatch people, is we're all very fucking hate-filled, paranoid, weird people. Can you blame us, though? Really? I'm not gonna go there, but... God damn it! You laughed your last laugh, asshat. There we go. So it's like, yeah, I don't know, man. Do I want to share my experience? Not in this format. My experience was extremely fucking traumatizing. And, you know, before he said, oh, it was a fucking bear. Alright, smart guy. You ready to have Uncle Sethy crush your little dreams? You ready to have Uncle Sethy crush your dreams? So, before you say, oh, fucking you experienced a bear. Okay. So I've hunted bear my whole life, by the way. And, that wasn't a bear. Also, I had a non-visual sighting, which is pretty common. You'd be amazed how common that actually... And before you think, oh, Seth's just a fucking paranoid lunatic because he believes in Sasquatch. Okay. Well, that's fair. You can say, oh, it's because you're mentally unhinged and you have PTSD. Well, that's fair, too. I'm not going to say you're wrong by making that really shitty blanket assumption. That's actually fair. I'm not being sarcastic. It's shitty, but it's fair. This happened before I had full-blown CPTSD. So, yeah, that's fair. I can see where you're coming from. But wait a minute, Seth doesn't sound like a redneck. Oh, wow, it's like people that aren't rednecks have Sasquatch encounters or something. It's really fucking bizarre, right? Fuck me, right? I know. So... Oh, here's another one. Okay. So... how would Seth have any experience with the outdoors? He plays Minecraft and RuneScape all day. Because I don't hunt for a reason, and this is one of them as well. This is one of them as well, because this experience scared the ever-loving fuck out of me, and I've never wanted to go back in the... I've never wanted to go back in the woods again. And the last time I went back in the woods, I was extremely hesitant and extremely scared the entire time. And it's not just... Oh, here's the other thing. It's like, okay, oh, fucking Sasquatch people just want to go out in the woods. Okay. Well, then why are there people like me that have had Sasquatch experiences and don't want to ever go back in the fucking woods then? How's that work, right? Oh, but you're a level-headed human being for the most part. I'm really humble bragging right now, aren't I? Well, you're a level-headed human being, and you don't, like, do drugs or you don't drink, and you're on the level for the most part. Yeah, thanks, I know. So, this is just temporary, by the way. I'm not fucking keeping this here. So Seth's not too bad of a crazy guy. You know, I used to be a hunter and hiker for over my entire life until I was 17. So, yeah. If you don't believe me, there's fucking... I'm not gonna edit it in, but there's pictures of me where fucking holding my goose trophies. I didn't really like goose hunting, to be honest. It makes me feel really bad. It's because goose are really easy to kill, and it makes me feel bad. And I also went with someone who was drunk, and I was like, nope, never doing that shit again. I refuse. I've hunted deer, grouse, turkey, bear, duck, geese. What else have I hunted? Mushrooms, but that's not really the same. Oh, I bet Seth hunted psychedelic mushrooms. That's how he saw a Sasquatch. Yeah, he was on drugs. Yeah, totes. I just did a lot of drugs, and I. That's exactly how it happened. This is cool. I like this. Fuck. Now I gotta get back up there. Dicks. No. But my point is I have probably the most credible sounding voice in this matter, I would hope. You know, I'm a relatively normal person. You know, I'm very fucking scientifically minded. I have, like, you know, I'm not stupid. I think that's the best way to put it. I'm not stupid, and I don't do drugs or drink. So, personally, and I'm quite intelligent, I hate to tell you this, as much as you might think I'm not, I am fairly damn intelligent. I can't even say I'm not, but it's true. I am. I'm smart. I hate to admit it, but I am. So, doesn't that lend a little bit of credence to my claim that a person who has zero, you know, like I said, I even flat out said earlier, it's like, I don't fucking believe that they're aliens. I don't fucking believe that they're government cover-up super species with fucking telekinetic power. You know, all those people that say that are all usually very stupid. And if you're like Steve Ishtal, who says, the people that say that are fucking stupid cowards, like, shut up, Steve. Go to Oregon, I'll kick your fucking old ass. I'd love to see you try. I'm joking, by the way, for the record. I wouldn't fight him because I'm not stupid. I don't believe in violence. I'd kick his bony old Canadian ass if I tried anyways. Fucking, I'm like 29, Steve Ishtal's like 70,000 years old and his brain's made out of like fucking Cheeto dust. And he fucking doesn't know how to like communicate with people on the internet because he's a fucking idiot. So, that's cool. He could be like, oh, I'd fight you. I'd be like, that's nice, Steve, go all the way to Oregon and I'll give me a fake address and you can fucking look like a jackass and I'll laugh at you. Fucking idiot. Anyways. Like, he always like says, oh, fucking Jeff Meldrum. It's like, yeah, Jeff Meldrum's stupid because he had a fucking college degree. Fucking A, I know, right? What an asshole. He has a college degree. Oh! Yeah, him and, like, Scott also promote this bullshit theory that the Patterson-Gimlin footage is actually a murder cover-up for a baby Sasquatch and all this bullshit. And I'm like, first of all, that didn't happen. Second of all, that didn't happen. Third of all, you both got scammed by someone impersonating Bobby Short because you're all fucking old and stupid and don't know how to use the internet. So, I don't know what to tell you, really. In my mind, It just shows you don't understand the... And Steve has fallen for so many fucking, like, scams. It's amazing. Like, he would just stand there in the middle of the fucking woods, making bank off YouTube, by the way, being an asshole and taking advantage of this topic, which... I love how he's so fucking like, oh, these people, like, fucking taking advantage of it. You're doing the exact same thing, you fucking idiot. So it's like, cool, Steve is an idiot, and I have no respect for him. I respect him as a human being, but I don't respect his... He's just an arrogant, like, asshole, and I'm amazed his YouTube channel hasn't been deleted for fucking misinformation yet. Because 90% of the shit he says on there is garbage and not real. And unfounded, and he doesn't, like... He double downs on shit, and it's really funny. Like, there was one time someone sent him, like, a very... He's like, oh, you see this bastard right here looking at you. It's the one of the fucking white Sasquatch with the giant, like, goofy hands, and it's fucking, like, really poorly photoshopped into the middle of the road. He's like, oh, look at this guy. This guy saw right here. Yeah, it's really happened. These honest, hard-working people. These window lickers on the internet telling me I'm wrong. It's because you are wrong, you fucking moron. God, and he just double downs. And he got, like, called out. He was like, oh, fucking, I'm not some window licker that fucking uses the internet all day, fucking doing nothing with their free time, okay? I'm a real person. I go out in the real world. It's like, shut the fuck up, Steve. You're stupid and old. No one cares. You're just past your prime. You just gotta accept that after a while. Like, no one cares, Steve, okay? You're old. Deal with it, okay? The sooner you deal with that fact, the sooner you'll be a happier person and less fucking psychotically aggressive to people on the internet. Like, the problem is, like, he's done that. He's like, oh, I didn't know it was fake, but I'm not like you people that fucking sit inside on your soggy asses all day. It's like, fucking Steve, you can't double down on shit like this. You're just wrong. Like, do I believe, like, some of the things that have been on there? Yeah, totally. I wouldn't doubt someone that says, like, a genuine claim. But the moment you have these people like, oh, they speak with me telepathically, yeah, those people are touched in the head and they need help. They're not right, okay? That's just, at that point, you're just patronizing people that have mental illnesses, and you're just as stupid for promoting them as being valid. Like, no, they're not valid, they're mentally unwell. There's a big difference there, okay? This is what I hate. It's like... The people that say they speak this, they say this, no they don't. Fucking Scott Carpenter believes they fucking live in the sewers, they talk to homeless people, and they're the reason that homeless people are crazy. No, Scott, they're crazy because they fucking do heroin, meth, and all sorts of bullshit. That's why they're crazy. If you left your house, you'd know that. Like, Jesus. Oh, it makes me so angry. Like, this is why I don't think anybody over the age of 50 should have any qualifications towards the subject. Period. It's just, no, stay away from it. Don't touch it. You're just gonna get it all icky with your gross, fried brain cells, okay? Just, it's like, no, just don't, okay? You're just making it worse, alright? I think my tipping point, let me take a drink in preparation for this, it makes me so angry. My tipping point was when Scott Carpenter kept, like, repeating the exact same things. Because I looked at his research... by the way, Dogman's not real. I like to point that out. As someone who's, like, studied this topic since childhood, Dogman ain't fucking real. And I mean, you know, maybe I could eat my words. Maybe someday I have what's a realistic quote-unquote Dogman experience, but you know what? Until then, it's bullshit. And everyone's like, oh, they're actually demons from another dimension. It's like, fucking, what drugs do you do? They say that people like me that take, like, Paxil for, like, depression are off their fucking rocker. What the fuck kind of person is, like, oh, they can sense the evil in your heart and they can do this. No, they fucking can't. Oh, well, the Native Americans said, no, they fucking didn't, you dumbass. Don't fucking appropriate the wrong cultures, especially from someone like me whose fucking family is Native, you jackass. You're just making everyone look bad at that point. God, this topic makes me angry, can you tell? Okay, what do I ultimately... Okay, let's wrap it up. Let's wrap up this topic real quick, because I'm getting fucking mad talking about it. What do I want the topic to do? I just want Sasquatch to be a verified fucking animal. That's all I want. I don't fucking care if someone shoots one and they fucking bring it in and someone says you're gonna die in 2 years because you killed one. I don't fucking care. If they gut one on the fucking spot and they take its guts out and they throw it on the fucking ground and they put it in front of the Smithsonian and say, this is a Sasquatch corpse, and they say no, and then someone says, well, you're fucking wrong, and then everyone says, yeah, you're fucking wrong, it's a real animal, duh. Why is it so hard to believe? Why is it that 300 different cultures all across this fucking country and globe, mind you, have the same fucking experiences for the same kind of things, including in South America, Asia, including, like, Vietnam? Can we just all agree that it's just a fucking primate? Like, that's all it is. That's all I want. And to have my claim... Because here's the other thing. If I agree with Steve Ishtal on this one thing. If your fucking car gets totaled by one of these things, okay? These damn things. If your car gets totaled by one, okay, and your insurance tells you you're fucking lying, that didn't happen. It was actually you being drunk and stupid and you have no alcohol in your system, and you say, no, it was a fucking Sasquatch totaled my car, I'd like to file an insurance claim. Or... a Sasquatch broke my fucking arm, tore my fingers off, and then someone just says you did it because you were drunk and stupid, you're gonna feel really fucking dumb. Alright, that's, and it's gonna piss you off. And that's why I can understand at least somewhat why people like Steve are so fucking violently aggressive. And this is the difference, though, as someone who's got these problems already. You just say, no, you're fucking wrong and I'm right. Deal with it. That's all you gotta do. That's the right way of going about it. Kind of. But, yeah, it's like, okay, let's talk about that real quick. So that's, if there's anything I want, let's say you take you and the missus, because I'm so heteronormative, you take you and the missus and the kids out to the fucking beach, alright? Your kid wanders off the beach, goes in the forest, and gets torn in fucking half by a Sasquatch and killed in front of you, alright? You see it happen, you know what it is, you see a giant 8-foot-tall ape creature pick up your child and then rip it in half. And then what? Then what do you do? Alright, this probably wouldn't happen. But it probably has. I'm willing to bet. Okay? So, if it's like, then what do you do? Do you file an insurance claim? What do you do then? Do you think the insurance company is going to believe you? No, they're not going to believe you. They're going to say you did it because you're stupid and you want insurance money. What if you didn't? What if it really fucking happened? Okay, what if you're camping and all of a sudden your car gets flipped over because you went on a walk. Your car gets flipped over, it's completely fucked, and you can't get it back up. And then you call someone out there, you call your insurance company when you get down to, like, to a safe place, and they say, you must have done this when you were drunk. And you don't drink. You're like me, you don't drink. Then what do? Then you're gonna get real pissed off real fast, right? You're gonna say, no, this fucking happened. And they're gonna say, no, it didn't. That is gonna make you very vitriolic. It's gonna make you very unhappy. It's gonna make you really, really question everything. So, that to me, it's just a safety thing, really. Like, it's like gorillas, okay? You know how long it took fucking gorillas to get verified? To like the 1800s, and you know what's funny is they all were reported as 6 to 8 foot tall man-like creatures that screamed and yelled at people and were considered men stealers. They didn't really steal humans, but they were considered a dangerous animal. And then people probably thought, oh, that's bullshit. And then guess what? Someone decapitated a fucking gorilla, brought its fucking head back in, and it got verified. And then guess what? Now we all have gorillas. And they didn't not exist before, but we all know, okay, gorillas, real. Okay, duh. But at one point in time, gorillas weren't considered a thing, right? Why is this one thing so fucking hard to explain? Is it because of... You know, if I had a realistic reason, it's because America was founded on Christian ideology, and it could contradict with the perception of creationism and intelligent design, and the obvious reality of evolution. And that's more than likely why. And the fact that it's a dangerous creature, but we also have the fact that, oh, maybe there is intelligent design, but maybe there's not. You know, that's a huge possibility. And maybe that these creatures are a subspecies of human, or hominin. So, do they have infrasound? I fucking believe it. That's the only thing that I can explain what happened to me. I don't know what the fuck else that could have been. And if you're like, infrasound's a fringe thing, no, it's fucking not. Infrasound's been documented in, let's see, whales, dolphins, and I'm not talking echolocation, I mean fucking actual sonic waves, lions, cougars, tigers. Probably bears, if I had to guess, based on the power that they can throw out in their body. You know, it's just like... What else? Okay, well, let's see. Infrasound can be generated, by the way. It's a real fucking thing that can screw up your stomach and make you sick and anxious. And, like, feel dreaded. Like, it's a real thing. Elephants do it. You probably didn't know that, but elephants fucking make infrasound. It's real. It's not some bullshit fringe science either. I don't believe in any of that crap. Like, but that, it's real. Like, it's genuinely a real thing. Lions can roar and fucking paralyze prey. It's been proven. Like, over and over again. You can probably look it up. I'm not gonna fucking look it up for you. It's called Google. You're right there. Like, fucking... That's what I mean. Can apes emit foul odors? Yes, it's been proven in fucking gorillas they can emit foul odors. Is Sasquatch a gorilla? No, but it's the closest fucking thing we have, like, logical thing to. Also notice that fucking primates exist in every single fucking forest on the fucking planet, pretty much, including almost all of Asia, all of South America, Africa, but not North America. No. No, just, no, not there. They can't be there. There's plenty of fauna and fucking shit for apes to possibly live in with a different climate. But that fucking... No. America, you can't have monkeys. It's not possible. Why? Because they don't. Well, there's no fossil record. Motherfucker, you know how many bears I've seen dead in the Oregon wilderness? 1. And you know what you did as soon as you see it? You get the fuck away because you think something killed it. And that's not where you want to be very long. That was real. You know how many deer skulls I've found walking and hiking? Like, 1. That's it. There's not very much, you know, fossil evidence for anything in the wilderness, because guess what? Fossilization in wilderness like that doesn't happen. It's not fucking common because it requires very specific things to create fossils. You know how I know this? Because I'm not an uneducated fucking redneck idiot. I know how fossils are actually created. They're mainly in water and, like, high heat. They're not created by fucking, like... It's like fucking hibernation, okay? People are like, oh, fucking hibernation, why can't we do it? Because it's a very specialized adaptation. That's why we don't have hibernation. Humans have, like, a proto-hibernation response to cold weather, but it's not, like, hibernation like bears. We don't do that, okay? Being Honey Boo Boo and being like, I wanna fucking eat a whole bag kinda night, Cheetos. No, that's not hibernation, that's just called you being a fat ass. Okay, that's not the same thing. Like, Sasquatch don't hibernate. They're not... Like, I can say this with certainty because I'm like, okay, a creature that large, if it hibernated, you'd fucking find it. And I hate people that say, oh, well, everyone's got cameras and fucking shit. First of all, think about how long it takes to open your phone up, angle the thing, look at something, and then actually clearly snap a photo. I can barely do it with my fucking cat, alright? Now try and do that with a second reaction time of something running off in the woods. You're not gonna fucking do it. It's not gonna fucking happen. Try it with deer. Try it with bear. Try it with any other fucking wild animal that doesn't know you're there. Then maybe, yeah. But if you walk up on an animal in the wilderness, try doing that. I'd love to see what happens to you. Because it's not gonna happen. You're gonna get a fucking blurry, nonsensical picture every time. It doesn't fucking happen. I'm getting really heated about this. I'm sorry. It really is a subject I'm very passionate about. Fuck off. Not just because, oh, Seth has native ancestors. It's because, no, fucking, it's common sense. Why the fuck can we just not... Can we just take a minute and say, okay, do you fucking... I will agree with Steve Ishdahl on this one thing, too. If you sit in your house and you live in, like, fucking Detroit, okay, Detroit or, like, New York or some large metropolitan area, you have no, your idea of wilderness is, like, a park. That's not the same. I'm talking, like, where I live, the wilderness is 5 minutes away. And you know how vast the Pacific Northwest is? I want someone to do this, honestly. If you don't believe me, go look up Pacific Northwest right now. Look up... Actually, look up just Crater Lake. I don't mean Crater Lake the park. I mean Crater Lake the wilderness. Just look up wilderness of Crater Lake. Yeah, shit's fucking vast. You're telling me that there's no fucking possibility of looking out there and finding another animal? The fuck you talking about? Also, it's just discrediting everyone that came before. It's like, I love how this is the other thing, too. It's like, okay, so... Alright. When people are like, oh, we gotta be, like, more appreciative of native culture, and then we just discredit it all as superstition? Okay. So you're telling me that of all the animals in, like, the hundreds and hundreds of tribes documented, by the way, that have walked this fucking continent in North America since the dawn of fucking humankind, you're telling me that they're all a bunch of fucking liars, and that all that stuff they had on their totems, all the names, Sietkos, you know, let's see, Sasquatch, Sabe, Ojibwe, Kang and Me, fucking Yeti, Yowie, Yaren, fucking... There is so many fucking names for the same exact goddamn thing. You're telling me that all those people are liars, and that they all just lived only in spiritualism, even though spiritualism was part of native life, does not mean that it is the only thing they believed. Or like how totems depict ape-like faces next to creatures that are very clearly real. It's like, oh, Thunderbirds aren't real because they're fucking not real today. Well, no shit. But you know what's really funny? Condors and shit and like giant aviancy-like creatures. I don't know what you... RuneScape fucking logic here. Yeah, those fucking existed, and they look different than eagles in like totems. They have hooked noses, and they're square wings. The Thunderbird is not fucking just some mystical creature. It likely was a real-ass animal. Like, according to their fucking, like, daily life. Was it shrouded in mysticism? Probably. But most everything was. Most fucking every single spirit, like, creature in, like, native mythology was probably real. Not like the fucking skinwalker thing. Stop fucking using skinwalkers. You're just discrediting real culture when you do that. It's fucking dumb. Like, it's not even, like, religiously... Sorry, not religiously. It's not culturally significant to every tribe, by the way. But, you know what's funny? Every single one of them has a fucking ape-like, large, smelly creature that takes people and fucking eats them and beats the shit out of things and whistles and has selective, like, just fucking think about that for 5 minutes. Telling me all those fucking people that have on this planet for millions of years before white people came over and fucking killed them all. You're gonna tell me that those people are liars? Really? But we should respect and appreciate all the Indian customs. And treat them like, you know, good people. But pat them on the head when they have a real-ass creature that was a genuine threat to them in early days. Okay, it's fine. Why don't you look up the history of Oregon missionaries encountering, like, native people and telling them, don't go that way, there's a fucking tribe of people that are hairy, large creatures that fucking kill people and take them off in their sleep. We're not fucking around, don't go out there. You know, you gonna tell me all those people were liars too? All those people that got fucking killed? Look at fucking... I'm just basically quoting Bob Gimlin's channel, but it's true. It's like, look up fucking Bauman's story from fucking Teddy Roosevelt. A fucking honest-to-God, trustworthy, real-ass dude, okay? That guy was a genuine champ, okay? Like, you're gonna tell me he was lying? He doesn't even fucking... He believes the story, but he just genuinely calls the guy out. He's like, this is probably just bullshit. But I've heard of the Sasquatch creatures. This is in the 1800s, long before the fucking Patterson-Gimlin film came out in 67, or whatever it was. Or Albert Ostman's story about being abducted in Alberta by the same fucking thing that he described that's also in the Patterson-Gimlin footage. You're gonna tell me the fucking people have been hoaxing this shit for thousands of years? Oh, well, there was that guy with the stamps who, by the way, was very much called out. And guess what? All of his bullshit hoax prints don't look anything like documented prints that have dermal scarring, fucking healing on them, fucking breaking points, places where the toes would have moved around. You're gonna tell me that all that shit's fucking fake? Yeah, there's dumb rednecks that have no business and just want to get people and grift them out of money. We're all gonna just... Obviously, that's just true. There's obviously people that are touched in the head saying bullshit, but... Realistically, man, you gotta think about this. This is just... What's easier to believe? A fucking tiny little animal... tiny subatomic looking animal that can survive the vacuum of space, is nearly indestructible, and has 6 legs and is tiny. I'm fucking describing tardigrades right now. Okay. I can believe it, because I know it's real. I've seen pictures of it. We didn't know they existed till recently. Like, tardigrades are real. Why the fuck is a creature that walks on 2 legs so hard to fucking believe? Is it really hard to imagine that, gee, only a few thousand years of recorded history is not very much like history in the terms of our entire planet's evolution? Did you know that there was fucking megafauna in North America? Fucking giant bears the size of, like, fucking a gorilla? Yeah, that was real. Fucking shit was insane. And you know what? The only fossil evidence of it is a handful of fucking jawbones. And that's it. But we know it existed. Why do we find all these fucking, like proto-human hobbit, like, they're called, like, living hobbits or whatever. Like, why do we find all these fucking proto-humans and, like, Neanderthals and Denisovans and shit? But why is it so hard to believe that there's another subspecies of primates that still lingers on? Why is that so fucking hard to believe? If the area is remote, it'll fill its niche. That's how nature works. Anyone that doesn't believe that's fucking dumb. You can call me dumb. That's fine. I am dumb. But ultimately, like, what sounds more hard to believe? I don't know. You tell me. What do I want out of this whole thing, too? I just want people to say, yeah, it's a fucking animal. That's all it is. I don't want people to go, oh, fucking told you so. I just want people to say, oh, yeah, it's an animal. It's something that's possibly dangerous, possibly not. You know, you have fucking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fucking reports every single year. Almost probably every day. Also to police stations that say, these things happen all the time. We recommend people just to leave them alone. They might not do anything to you. You're gonna tell me that when someone's that fucking honest about something, that they're just crazy? If it didn't happen to rednecks, you wouldn't doubt it. That's the dead fucking honest truth right there. If this didn't happen to, like, here yuck, I live out in the pasture and I saw a booger out there, you wouldn't discredit it. That's the flat-out honest-to-God truth. You would not discredit this subject if people didn't sound like a fucking drunk moron when they were talking. Because that's the truth. That's just all there is to it. People would not discredit Sasquatch people if it wasn't for fucking shit like finding Bigfoot and hillbillies. This farm's done. I'm done talking about this. Good lord.